Hey,
what's up, book clubbers?
Hey, y'all, and welcome to the second episode of
Inside the Book Club.
I'm your girl, Yanni Be Pretty.
It's your boy, Reggie B.
I'm Izzy.
And we're here today to give y'all the tea, to really get into some of the drama, and really to just have a good time. So let's
cheers to that.
Clink, clink.
Clink, clink. Alrighty, y'all. So to close out the year, of course, I think, the viewers, they got to know us just a little bit. And one way that I feel like is interesting to get to know each other is to talk about astrology. Okay. So that's not something that I was really into before. I definitely had my doubts about it. But I did a little bit of research. Astrology originated in Mesopotamia. And it was something that the Westerners, it kind of not evolved, but it became Westernized and got into the Greek mythology portion. So the Greeks did something with it. We're not going to get deep into that. But anyways, to talk about my astrology sign, if you didn't guess already, I'm an Aquarius.
Okay, me too.
That is my sun. Big Aquarius. We're killing her over here.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. It's an Aquarius sandwich. Sun, moon, rising, y'all. My sun is in Aquarius. My moon is in Virgo. And my rising is in Scorpio.
Okay.
So I won't say I'm emotional, but I'm compassionate. And I also think that I'm very friendly. I get that a lot, and I think that comes from
you
my
are very
friendly.
friendly. Look, I know you don't have to think. Actually, we'll tell you.
Okay, but that's just me.
Okay, so I have to look for the other two. Okay, so first of all, y'all, let's get into it. My sign is the best sign, the biggest, the Leo. Okay, I don't even have my little chain on today, but big Leo gang. August Leo too. Shout out to the July Leos, but August Leos, and y'all know what that means. But so that's my sun. Okay. And then my moon is in Sagittarius.
Big Sag.
I love the Sag.
Too.
Is it? Oh yeah, we do have that. And then my rising is in Libra. Shout out to Sienna, who is our other book club member, and that's her sign. So the rising and I don't even know what all that part means. It's the biggest is Leo. Yeah. But shout out to the other signs.
Those who get it.
Okay.
I'm a sun Aquarius, so you can share that. I'm a Sagittarius moon, get a little bit.
Okay, a little bit wrong.
And then my sun, moon, and rising. My rising is in Taurus, so that just means that I'm just like super pleasant when I meet people, which is true, and very grounded.
Very stubborn.
Yeah, very plant me, bitch, plant me down. Anyway, but yeah. So that's like all our signs. If some of y'all have same sign, drop it in the comments below. We definitely want to know what y'all are. We want y'all to get to know a little bit more about us as we, go through this whole podcast. So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and definitely as you guys put y'all information out, we'll get to know you guys a little bit better too. So drop y'all sun, y'all moon, y'all rising, so we can get to know y'all a little bit better as we develop in this book club.
Okay. Drop it unless you're a Leo. If you're a Leo, stay off the
comment. If you a Leo, you the biggest baby. You don't have to say much. We already know. Just drop a crown.
Okay.
So we're gonna continue this podcast on with this next segment, where we're gonna just be talking about how important it is to record your growth. And throughout this process of even us coming together and deciding to do this, we've been coming up with so many different ideas and concepts and things that we want to do. And we talked about it maybe last week or earlier this week, where how important it is to record and actually have a record of the things that you're doing, so that in the long run you could look back and say, hey, I started off here and it might have not been, as beautiful as I want it to be, but one day,
a mile, but you have things that you can look back on. I always even just thinking about the podcast, right? This is something that we started talking about in the kitchen for real.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We was talking about our experiences, and then we came together, and it was something that really started off on a piece of paper. So even now here, we got the lights, we got the cameras, we got the content, and we can, like you said, we have a record. It's a record. So all those pictures and videos leading up into this point is really good, to look back.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. I think for me, recording your growth is so important, because if you don't have template of like where you've been, and even that stuff that you do have, like you always want to be like releasing it and stuff like that for the world, because you never really know who is gonna be your audience. So that's really what the podcast is all about. What our podcast is all about. Like we're just letting our thoughts come to the world, to you guys. So that's what I think about it.
Yeah,
like you gotta report that so everybody can see and be in and be down.
I agree, and I feel like it even helps you improve. On our journey, right, to create these ideas and to put all of this together, there's definitely been a lot of obstacles. And for me, I would say one of my biggest obstacles is the need for perfection. Put out the content. And I feel like, Yanni, you've pushed me a lot with that. Like, you have things that you can release and that you can show people. And one thing that's special is when we talk about recording your growth is that people have to be a part of that process as well, because it lets them know that anybody can start from anywhere on their journey. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you're allowing yourself to release your passion into the world and get people that's going to feed off of that, then they can do the same thing. What y'all think?
Yeah, I then think when you can look back at like where you've been, once you made it to like maybe not even your final goal, but your next big milestone, you can look back and be like, look how far I've come. It's that literal like image of growth.
Okay.
So. A good friend of mine had told me like some years ago that you never know who needs to get what you have, like in terms of like content, in terms of like producing. So like a little bit about moi is I do work on music, so y'all can look me up and find me under Yanni Be Pretty. I'm streaming on all platforms. Shameless plug. But like even with releasing like that type of content and that type of stuff, like it was initially kind of like a hesitation because I wanted to have perfection. And like the idea of that is really jaded, and I think that you're never really ready for anything in life, anything that's major, anything that's big. Like the idea of ready is an illusion. Like, you know what I mean? Ready is when you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, and that's when you're ready to do it. So I think us making a record or putting a record out of the growth that we've had thus far, and even this being a record of our growth, I think that is like we're really onto something. So like as artists, I encourage y'all, like if you're a creator, if you're an artist, even if you're not, like even if you work in the field of like anything else, like put this shit out that you're working on, put that stuff out so people can see it, so that people can, regardless of their critiques or whatever, that's not really neither here nor there. It's really about you being able to like get out whatever God put in for you to have, on the inside. Like this was a piece of something that we all had on the inside. So.
It's a blessing, and I've always been taught to share your blessings. I remember when I started playing saxophone. That's one of the things that I do, y'all. And I'm trying to get into fashion. But the first time my parents heard me play the saxophone, and not even just my parents, but I remember like I started playing in the church, and just to see everybody's face. I wasn't the best saxophone player. I, kind of just started, but I knew how to read music. I was able to get a sound out the saxophone, but it felt so good to see people's reaction because, for me, I was able to connect with them on the strength of it's like we all have talents. And even if your talent, like you're saying, isn't fully developed, it's something worth sharing. Because nothing is minimal. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, whenever you hold yourself back, you limit the amount of opportunities that can come your way and the amount of blessings that can come from your talent. So,
that's right.
Look, wrapping up the year, y'all, if you know that you have a talent and you know that you have something that you've been wanting to release it. Even if it's something small.
Release
Put it out there.
We're doing the same thing.
Y'all better not go into the new year and not share anything.
That's true. Because perfection is really limited. Like, that is so true. Like, you mentioned that earlier, and it is so limiting, I should say. Just trying to make sure everything is, like, perfect and everything is, like, right and seamless. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants, like, the most beautiful finished product, but in the reality, it all comes down to putting it out there.
Yeah. Perfection is limited, and like I think that we find ourselves in so many boxes because we want to have everything so developed, everything so right before we make those leaps and like make those leaps of faith. And I think that sometimes we can get like lost in the idea that people it's always us thinking about other people are thinking and not really caring about what we think about what we're doing. And so I think the more that we look from within, I think it's easier to kind of put those perfections down, like the idea of like wanting to be perfect and just like putting the doing out. I feel like I deal with that, and I've dealt with that. So.
We know.
Yes.
We know.
I know.
Okay, listen. The song is written.
Okay.
The song is written.
Yeah.
Recorded.
It's dropping. Period.
Okay.
What is dropping?
And I was gonna say actually. So speaking to Record of Growth.
Yeah.
And us, just releasing content. We do have Christmas pics.
I
want to know how y'all felt about the photo shoot.
Our photo shoot was very cute, very DIY, very,
Yeah.
I love it though. It was very fun. Yeah, I never actually really sat down and had a photo shoot. I sounded shit with your family when you're younger or whatever, but to sit down with your friends and really create something.
Yeah.
For a photo shoot, it was so much fun.
It was.
Really put a lot of attention to
thought and detail.
I had a lot of ideas with it too, and just the two of them, all three of us together, we could do anything.
Literally anything.
It was fun.
I loved it. I felt like it was such a fun time, and literally what you said. I feel like we've had pictures of ourselves in the past as we were kids and stuff like that, growing up, and with our families and stuff. But this was. I know. I was literally thinking about one.
I lost my face.
Yeah, we might have to drop some of it.
We do. Okay. Yeah. I miss MySpace. I miss Facebook. Y'all, I don't have I literally got to figure out how to get back into my Facebook because that's all
your
pictures.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
burn my Facebook.
I was thinking, why?
Those pictures should never
go back.
That's not the only ones that
don't be showing me
throwback
pictures. I'm like, dang, I can't show you nothing from high school.
You see me and don't look at my Facebook.
Find it.
The pretty.
But no, we had a great time. It was a great time. I feel like we spent Christmas together, so that was another beautiful thing, and just having a friendship and a bond. And we had some good fun. So
it game ripped me out the gift wrap.
I've been acting brand new.
Lotto, we need a Christmas remix.
Put a ribbon on me.
Put a ribbon. Okay. That's period. Well, I'm glad y'all had a great time, and I know one of our goals going into it was we need to start putting out more content and releasing more things. So just to be able to work on that and then still have a great time. A lot of the things that you do can be fun. Enjoy every moment, even when you're working, because at the end of the day, you're doing something for yourself still. So figure out different ways that you can do things for yourself and have fun in that moment and live in it.
Yeah. And we're gonna drop some pictures so y'all can see some of the stuff from the photo shoot because we didn't do that shit for no reason.
Okay.
We don't so much fun and we look too fucking good to leave that out.
Yeah,
that's the Christmas present right there.
We're gonna be different. Trust me.
If I was a gift, what would it be?
Okay.
Period.
Alrighty, book clubbers. So of course, as we close out the year, I think it's important that we set some goals. We gave y'all a lot of challenges. One of those challenges being just to release content and put yourself out there. And an easy way to do it, because it could be a lot, is by setting some goals. And one of my goals is to read more. A lot of the information that we get that can make us successful is in books. And one of the books that I'm reading is We Want to Do More Than Survive by Bettina L. Love. This is a very good read, y'all. I haven't gotten fully through. Yes.
Stretch period. It's not a book club unless y'all read.
So I've only gotten really a little bit into the beginning, y'all, but this book has definitely helped me in my approach to teaching. And what Love just encourages is that you approach leadership and teaching from an abolitionist point of view, especially when y'all know Donald Trump is in office now. They're finna do a lot of reforms with education. Really, they're finna throw it out. So education is up in the air right now. But we really have to be in control, not only us as teachers, but parents and students, start teaching them that this is the society that we live in, and we need to do something about it. Yeah. So if you're interested, please go ahead and pick this book up. This is going to be my recommendation for this week. And I'm interested in knowing what's your goals.
Yeah, I really like the title of that book.
Yeah, me too.
Because that's so freaking true. Teaching, we do want to do more, but also we only have so many hours in a day and y'all only pay us so much. Anyway, so in the new year, one of my goals is to make more money, period, and to save more money. Okay, that's a big part of life, of course. Everybody want to be a millionaire, trillionaire, but also that doesn't come if you don't save and things like that. Mm-hmm. But a big part of that too is me wanting to tack down some businesses for myself, some outside of, I've always had business going in motion, but I need to actually put it all under one umbrella and push that out there as far as I want to get into event planning and not content creation, but helping other people release their content in like a way that would benefit their growth. So in the new year, that's definitely like some of my goals. Of course, to read more. Of course, to like do all the things, go to the gym, eat more healthy. All the regular ones, and love and be loved more. But for the most part, those are my goals.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I love y'all goals. I think I could take a little bite from both of y'all. I definitely want to read more.
I need my food.
Definitely
share goals.
Making more money this year. You know what I mean? But I think one of my biggest goals is to just create more. I think I just want to do more of the things that I love. I feel like I'm such a natural creator, and being able to like put out different things really feeds me. And I think that it brings all those things too, though. I think it breeds like money, it breeds opportunity, it breeds, so many things. And so this year, we locking in with the creation and just continuing to put things out. It's like a full circle conversation because we talked about it before, like just recording your growth and putting things out. So that's the goal this year, to just be putting plentiful quality things out that I am proud of and that I'm going to be proud of, like, forever.
Yeah, and as a collective, you're gonna see a lot from us. Like, don't think that this is the end of the book club.
Not at all.
Only the beginning.
Just so y'all know, you only had a sip.
You only had a sip.
Period.
Cheers to that.
So cheers, y'all. Set them goals.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
And cheers to the new year.
Cheers.
Clink, clink, clink. Okay, y'all, so before we leave, we wanted to drop our Instagram handles so that you guys can make sure y'all follow us on Instagram and on all social media platforms, okay? So
be a part of the team.
Be a part of the team. My personal Instagram is BEE_pretty.
Mine is fucking foreign, so it's a little vulgar. But it's
we like it.
Right, it's F. Instead of you'll put a V and then CKING.foreign. Okay, fucking foreign.
Period.
Okay, you look foreign. Period. And, mine is Kendall.B. Follow me, y'all. We follow back.
Period.
You can follow us all at Inside the Book Club, where you'll see more like content from the three of us and more, book club related things. So Inside the Book Club on all social media.
All social media. Make sure you guys follow us. Tap, 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 tap.